Hey guys, look what arrived. I've got the June Beauty Edit for FabFitFun. I think this is a record for me. I've never gotten it this fast. I only paid $14.99. You know why? And if you haven't checked the Dollar Tree train out, be sure and head on over there. It is ending soon. It came UPS, and it's a little bit dirty as far as the box goes, but everything is intact. And we're going to find out what I picked. Yay! Do you get the FabFitFun Beauty Edit? Well, I get it most of the time, but what I like about it is if you want to skip or cancel and then redo it later when it's of more interest to you, it's very easy to do with FabFitFun, and it's only $29.99 a month, and it got here fast, I think, compared to my other boxes. And it's the beauty box, Ooh La La. And I picked, you get 4 choices. And I picked mostly beauty. I did pick one thing that may not be considered beauty. But in choice number 1, I picked the Laura Mercier. And this is a bronze color infusion palette. And I don't have on much makeup. I've got on the RMS foundation with a little bit of Estee Lauder for color, and then I have on Tarte as like my concealer, and then By Terry powder over mascara, and I've got eyeliner by Pinky Bee and Kosas on, and that's all I have on my eyes. And then my lips is, I think, another Pinky Bee and a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk and the Dibs Brown Gloss. But this is what this looks like. Now, I thought this was going to be more like a blush, and obviously I'm wrong. It's a bronzer, but I did bring in a couple of brushes. So I am going to put some of this on my cheeks, and let's see if it bronzes me up. It was a $42 value. And I don't have any Laura Mercier like powder or blush or anything. I do have some of her lipsticks, and I think I have some of her glosses. So yeah, I put just a little bit on there. It's really strong on this one side over here, and I think I have pigmentation there that when I put something on there, man, it really picks it up big time, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But it really didn't add a lot of blush, so it's more meant for bronzing. So maybe I'll just bronze all over. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, right? I can even bronze up above my eyes since I don't have any shadows on. Pull it down all around. So we'll just bronze the whole face up. How about that? That's one way to do it when it's not quite working out the way you thought it was going to. It's very light, so I'm going to have to say it's going to be like a buildable top bronzer. And I don't know if I'll get a whole lot of use out of it, but I have already wore down the LM that was on there, so I've definitely been using product. Whether you can tell it in the screen or not, I for sure have been using it. So let's put some under the eye. And maybe I'll just sweep some in the eye. Like I told you, I don't have any eyeshadows on. That's just my color of eye with a little bit of Tarte concealer to brighten them up. So anyways, I think that did pretty good. That was my first choice. And again, it's not dark. It's definitely buildable. And it's probably for light to medium skin. Let me see if that's what it says here. It just says number 10, St. Croix. But I can use it, as a bronzer for all over. And that was my first choice. So did you pick that? And would you be happy with a light touch of bronzer? And I went really light today on makeup. Now in choice number 2, I picked First Aid Beauty. And this is the KP Bump Body Eraser Scrub. And it's toasted coconut, First Aid Beauty. And it is a $30 value. Now I want to see how it smells. It's supposed to smell like coconut. I can smell coconut without really opening it. I'm just going to open it a little bit. Well, maybe a lot. That's what it looks like. I thought it was going to be white, but I think it's like a clear. See that? And it's got a little like sugar scrub in there. So that'll be very nice. I'm going to put that back down so it can stay sealed. And it's definitely got that coastal scent of coconut to it. It's toasted coconut, and it's a body scrub that sweeps away dry, rough bumps associated with KP, provides chemical and physical exfoliation to smooth skin. Used 2 to 3 times per week. I got this. I don't know that I even have any KP bumps anywhere. But hey, I'll have something in case I do. Now the next item in number 3, choice 3, I went with another First Aid Beauty. I heard a lot of good things about this, and this is the large size, and it's a $39 value. And it's Ultra Repair Hydrating Pillow Pads, and it's with Colloidal oatmeal and ceramides. And I thought maybe, I might could use this not only for my face, but on my plaque psoriasis to tone it down a little bit. And let's see if we can lift this off of here. That's what the pads look like. And they're real pillowy. Can you see that? It's got a pillow texture to it. And oh, it feels very soft. And that's so nice because, guys, sometimes this is hard to even touch. It's just real sensitive. So yeah, that'll be really nice. And I'm just going to leave that one in my main area there so that it can get a little extra moisture. Doesn't really have a scent, so I'm glad. So that's going to work out great just for what I wanted it for. So wonderful on that. Now my next choice was the Hums SOS PMS gummies. Now I know I don't have a period anymore because I'm menopause, but this is a hormone balance PMS relief. And I do have a granddaughter that sometimes has PMS, and she might be able to use this. It has chaseberry, cranberry, and B6. And I just answered my question of why I thought I could use it, because I'm low on B6. And in this, I will have B6 0.25 milligrams. And you're going to get the cranberry, which I get UTI, so that'll help against that. And then the chaseberry is what's going to help with the hormones. So, I don't see how that could hurt me being in menopause. So I'm going to try this. It's take 2 gummies per day, relieve PMS symptoms. Now, I will say when my granddaughter might have those symptoms, I might give her some of these gummies to use. It supports healthy hormonal balance, supportive urinary tract health. So it's an overall healthy, for the woman. And it's vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free. There's no artificial sweeteners or synthetic colors, no talc, EDTA, or derivatives, no hydrogenated oils, which is good, high fructose corn syrup or magnesium silicate, and no titanium dioxide, shellac, or pharmaceutical glaze. Really and truly, that sounds good. I'm all into that, no hydrogenated oils and stuff like that. Let's see how these taste. For those of you out there that might be interested in getting these. Ooh, it smells like berries. And you're supposed to take 2. I can taste that cranberry. So very good. This was a $20 value. And I thought it was worth the try. So very good. I really like my box. It was $131. And guess what, guys? I only paid $14.99. You know why? Because do y'all remember last month my Kosas was busted and hit the top of this because it was loose? Well, I got it pressed back down in there and I put it in the refrigerator and it's pretty steady right now. And I learned that from a subscriber friend, so thank you so much for that tip. I tried it, especially when they wrote back to me and told me they were out and that they could not replace it. So, and I really like that color. And she told me that, and I went and tried it, and it worked. I left it in the refrigerator overnight, and I got a $14 credit. So I used that against my box. And the way I was able to do that was that I had canceled, and then I went to the edit sale, and I went under boxes, and I put the box in my cart, and then I customized, and the $14 credit came off when I prepaid, so like your $14 credit is there. And had I just waited until the edit sale ended, then my $14 credit would have taken it off. But I went ahead and paid it, hit checkout now. And I checked out now, and I got this box for like $14.99 plus tax. But normally it's $29.99. So I feel like I got a great deal. And while I have you here, and if you're still here, consider subscribing, hit the like, give a share or a hype. That would be very appreciated. Let me know if you liked any one particular of these products and what was your favorite. I'm going to have to say my favorite is going to end up being the First Aid Beauty pillow pads. And then I will say I do like the bronzer, but it is a light bronzer, so I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of this. But, I got it, now I know. And it is a light bronzer, and it did add a little color. And then I wanted to let y'all know before I let you go that I did get the RMS Beauty lip oil. They finally sent me a replacement, or they told me it was on back order. And I got it, but I'm going to tell you I'm not overly excited about it because it seems like it's empty. You see how there doesn't look like there's hardly any oil on there? Now it does have some because it just added some color. And I can feel the oil on there, but maybe it's a special doe foot that they use, but that's the color. It's really a pretty color. And you could put this on with the lipstick that they sent and without. And I can tell I have that on. I can feel it. So it's just really weird, and maybe when it pulls out, it squeezes any excess off. I've just never experienced an oil like that. So if you know anything about that, let me know. But this was my RMS replacement. That's the foundation I have on today. It's some RMS. And now a little bit of lip oil. But my overall FabFitFun beauty edit was perfect. And I liked everything that I have, and I'll definitely get some use out of that. And of course, I'm not sure about this. I may pass this along to someone that has the KP bumps, so let me know. And then, I opened it just to smell it and a little touch. So you got to know that too, but if you're interested, let me know. And then we have the First Aid Beauty, which is my favorite, and then of course we have the palette, which is very nice. It's a lovely palette. It is plastic, and it does have a mirror, so you can put it on, and you've got Sculpt and Glow. So I guess I did both. I've got another brush here, and it's just a light sculpting, that's for sure. And I have this one where I could put the glow on. Definitely can put the glow up here. But look at me. See, I can still be playing with it. I know I'm crazy. Alright, I know. Nobody else puts makeup on top of makeup and lipstick over lipstick. But you're looking at one that does. So, and I don't know any rule that says you can't do it. Just maybe out of the ordinary. Yeah, it's just, it says it's number 10 St. Croix. So anyways, that's my FabFitFun box. Let me know your favorite. And if you haven't checked the Dollar Tree train out, be sure and head on over there. It is ending soon. And we all found some great buys, and there's some great giveaways. But as for today and this FabFitFun beauty edit, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.